And today, indeed, we've seen a further back and forth in the debate over debates. Now, as we told you last week, Sky News and the Courier Mail wrote to both campaign directors inviting the leaders to participate in a People's Forum in Brisbane. We had a fairly quick reply from Bill Shorten. He agreed to take part. We had no response from the Liberal Party or the Prime Minister's office, not an email, a phone call, nothing. No attempt to negotiate. As usually happens with these things, it certainly happened with the Windsor Forum that we held in week 1 of the campaign. Finally, this afternoon, though, Malcolm Turnbull made it clear he won't be there. And he implied that something inappropriate had happened in the way Sky News had approached all of this.
Sky News announced that they were inviting me and Bill Shorten to attend a debate on a particular night, and then what we've said. Normally, you would have approached us and sought to come to some arrangement. Chose not to do that, to issue in effect a decree, and what we have said is no. We've had a Sky People's Forum debate. We've had the traditional press club debate.
Now, we've staged these forums at the last 2 federal election campaigns and in plenty of state campaigns too. And as I say, one earlier this campaign. We did nothing different this time. We simply invited the 2 leaders to take part in a forum to explain to voters why they want to be Prime Minister. I'm not sure how an invitation becomes a decree, but there you go. In fact, Sky News has been trying to negotiate with both parties on holding a forum in Brisbane since before the campaign even began. There have been meetings, there have been letters, emails. To suggest there's been no attempt to negotiate, that Sky News has tried to bully the leaders here, it's wrong. If you don't want to come, that's fine. But our commitment at Sky News isn't to make life easy for politicians. Our commitment is to our viewers and to Australian voters, to give them the most information possible to help with their decision on who should lead the country. That's why we've taken the initiative over the last few elections to stage these People's Forum events, and they have been a great success. Like a lot of the things we do at Sky News, this isn't about ratings for us. It's about engaging voters in the democratic process. That's why we've always made our events available to other networks and why we've also shown other events like the National Press Club debate here on Sky News, and we would show debates on any other network as well if we were allowed. And it's why we will show the Facebook news.com.au debate next week, if indeed it is a televised event. We want you to have the most information possible when casting your vote. We make absolutely no apology for simply inviting both leaders to come along and explain themselves to voters, to real people. If anyone is guilty of failing to negotiate, well, it was probably the Prime Minister when he sprung this Facebook news.com.au debate on Labor today. The ALP had absolutely no idea about it until Malcolm Turnbull said this today.
We've reached agreement with Facebook and news.com.au to hold the first online leaders debate. You know, these are the platforms that many would say most Australians see most of their media on, most of their news, and I think it's important that we have an innovative election and that we use the platforms that Australians use. So this debate will enable millions of Australians to participate. They'll be able to contribute. It will engage a vastly wider audience than the formats that we've used before. I'm very excited by it, and I look forward to it really engaging the wider Australian community.
Now, it may well be a very exciting event, and hopefully we'll be able to show it to you. At the moment, though, we don't know whether Malcolm Turnbull and Bill Shorten will actually be in the same room, be in the room at the same time, whether they will actually debate each other, how the millions of Australians on Facebook will be able to participate, how questions will be chosen and so on. Presumably all of this will be worked out. We will keep you posted on the developments here, and as I say, hope to show it to you on Sky News. In the meantime, we will be at Brisbane Broncos tomorrow night, keeping our commitment with an audience of undecided voters putting their questions to Bill Shorten.